Yes, I heard the news about these university students being given death sentence on 30th of November, which was the news was coming out from the military junta. And obviously, I got told the internal news that their execution will be carried out on 7th of December at 4 p.m., 44 minutes. And they have been preparing the burial place. And they also practice their ritual religious resting place and everything. So it is really sad news, and it's really breaking our heart. And also the following day, on the 1st of December, there's another four university students have been given a death sentence
as well.
again.
So that would be 11 students then on death row. Now, the report that they will be executed as soon as the 7th, which is just 2 days away, we don't know if that is correct. The UN says, no, in fact, that they do have an avenue of appeal. It's very difficult to find out exactly what's happening, isn't it?
It is, but given the fact of military junta previously taking action, carry out the execution of my dear friend Phyo Siato and other political prisoner without a warning, without a sign, and without date being given, and they carry out the execution and they announce it later. So sometimes the rumors can lead to the reality with the military junta actions.
Yeah. You know, when they did, as you point out, carry out those 4 executions earlier this year, there was such wide condemnation from almost every other nation. There are many more prisoners too on death row facing execution. What pressure can be brought to bear on this military junta that does seem to be acting at the moment with impunity?
Well, especially, obviously, I'm talking as an Australian, so I would like to ask Australian government and asking for help to start taking action against the military, take serious action against the military. Now that Professor Sean Turnell is free and safely back home in our country, and now Australia government start consider of necessary action taking by start putting the sanctions. And also, we need to speak about asking for a clemency of those innocent people's lives.
And, you know, it was interesting because after you point out Sean Turnell returned, there was hope that there would be some quick action by the Australian government. Nothing seems to have happened so far, does it?
Yes, it hasn't been any improvement since Professor Sean Turnell being back. But as I'm aware of, Professor Sean Turnell has been spoken with Senator Penny Wong to put in sanctions against a military junta. And we are hoping, and our Burmese community and our people are hoping that Senator Penny Wong start consider and taking necessary measurement to put in sanctions on place to cut the ties with the military to save these innocent people's lives. And also Australian government should acknowledge the NUG government, that people government that exists in Australia, representative, and start taking actions, yes.
What options are there to press this junta, either through the United Nations or ASEAN, to try and get an amnesty for these death row prisoners?
Obviously, the whole world needs to involve, especially all the world leaders need to involve, including the Australian government, to involve and work together with United Nations, ASEAN, to stop these executions and stop taking those innocent citizens of Myanmar, people's life, and they are simply just asking their freedom, and they're simply fighting for their democracy. And we all have been fighting, but the sad thing is it hasn't been taken a lot of action, and we haven't seen any action taken seriously to put an end and restore the democracy for the country and for the people that they deserve. So the world needs to start putting a pressure, serious pressure, and involve and intervene to stop further killing. of innocent people's lives.
Sophia, appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Beverley. Thank you.